So my next dish is a peppery, mustardy chicken breast. Perfect for the love-making season. It's got a hint of mustard, peppery, a bit of lemon juice, saltiness from the soya sauce, and the best part about it is that it cooks like in 6 minutes. So what I've done here is this is actually a chicken breast. Okay, what I've done is this is a skinless, boneless chicken breast. I've just cut it very nicely, opened it out. So it looks like almost like a heart, but it's much easier to cook. And what happens is it cooks fast and it still stays juicy and succulent, just like you want it to be. So now let's marinate it with a little bit of salt. Okay, not too much salt, just the right amount of salt. Some cracked black pepper, which I have here already. Okay, I've got some nice mustard. Okay, beautiful mustard, which I'm just going to put 1 spoon and then I'm going to smear it after that. A little bit of soya sauce, not too much, just a little bit. Okay, just almost like a teaspoon, I would say, of soya sauce. And then olive oil. And then I'm going to give this breast a beautiful massage. Okay, we need to massage the breast a little bit, okay, so that the flavors are nicely done beautifully into this. And this is a succulent chicken breast, absolutely. All right, so chicken breast done. Now what I was thinking was to make a really nice sweet corn puree. Now corn, makai is available everywhere. So what I thought, I've got these corn kernels over here, okay. If you want, you can buy these frozen as well, or you can buy the whole butta, of which you cut the sides out. You get all these beautiful kernels. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to saute these very, very nicely with a little bit of butter. So I've got a little pot here, heat on, and now I like to cook my corn with a little bit of milk and cream. Okay, milk and cream and corn goes very, very well. And you know, once you like sweat the corn first with a little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic, and some spring onions, then we add the cream and the butter, let it simmer, and then we just blend it. So literally it's like a beautiful corn puree. So let's get the corn puree going first. So I've got a bit of garlic here, I've got some onions chopped here. So let's go to start with that. A little bit of olive oil to begin with. Okay, some olive oil in here. I'm going to add the corn first. Okay, let the corn sweat first a little bit. So we've got some corn, sweating it over here. Okay, a little bit of onions, okay, into this. Thoda sa garlic, not too much, just a little bit. Garlic, I mean, you know, only if you have true friends, they don't mind whether your mouth smells of garlic. But garlic on its own is very, very therapeutic, okay? It's really good for you. It's great for a Valentine's Day menu. It heats you up, it gives you a lot of energy. So I've got these spring onions, which I'm just going to break these down into this right here. Then give this a little mix. So you've got some garlic, we've got some olive oil, we've got some spring onions in here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of milk. Okay, and just a touch of cream. Beautiful. So give this a little mix. Season it with a little bit of salt, some pepper. Okay, and then we're going to simmer this literally for about 8 to 9 minutes. Basically what you want the corn to get a little soft. Once the corn gets soft, it breaks down. After this, we just blend this into a beautiful puree. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my corn on this side and my chicken over here. So we've got this simmering here. Chicken breast ready to go. Chicken breast, salt, pepper, mustard, soya sauce, that's it, and a bit of oil. So we've got this beautifully marinated succulent chicken breast. I'm just waiting for the pan to get a little warm, or actually hot, into which I'm going to add this into that. So we're going to start cooking this right now. At the moment, the corn is almost coming up to a boil. Now, agar aapko, if you want to make this very spicy, you can add some freshly chopped green chilies or jalapenos, etc., etc. I've got some red chili flakes here, which I'm going to be putting into this. Nice. Agar aapko isme thoda dhania dalna hai, you can add some dhania into it. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a little bit of chopped parsley to this. Now the chicken, you're going to see it's cooking well. Okay, I haven't added too much oil at all into it. I must have added literally like maybe half a teaspoon for one chicken breast, which means if you're cooking 2 chicken breasts, you only need 1 teaspoon of olive oil, which is nothing, absolutely nothing. So the corn seems to be already cooked. I'm just going to wait for it to reduce a little bit. Very important thing while you cook, remember that, is that you always have to taste, okay? Taste doesn't mean that you have to eat everything. You have to just make sure that the seasoning is right, you haven't added too much salt, or it's not too spicy for you. Absolutely delicious. Maybe a little more salt in this. And then what I'm going to do is add a touch of lemon juice into this, okay? Let's have a look with the chicken breast. Now our chicken breast is getting done on one side. So what I would do is, if you're using a skinless chicken breast, which you've split and made it like into a butterfly, you would look at about 4 to 5 minutes on either side and you get a perfectly succulent, beautiful, juicy chicken breast. Look at that, wow, excellent. So you've got the chicken breast, which is studded with pepper. It's got a lot of flavor. It's got mustard. It's time to spin the corn. So the corn, I've done this already. Now, if you like to serve the corn like this, I'm sure you can serve like a creamed corn onto the plate. But you know what, I like to do it like slightly different. And what I'm going to do to this, I'm going to be adding another beautiful ingredient, which will remind you of your mother when she used to give you this warm glass of milk with saffron, your saffron as we call it, very, very popular in sweets and biryani and kebabs. So I'm going to be adding a bit of saffron to my mixture as well. And of course, it's time to make love, it's time to be happy. So I guess this is another top ingredient which has some great aphrodisiac values, is saffron. So we already incorporated figs, asparagus, garlic, saffron so far in order to give you this beautiful experience where you feel totally charged and totally loved up. So now I'm going to be putting this corn into my mixer, okay? Keep this on the side. Next, I can turn the gas down a little bit. Turn down the flame a little bit. Let me see how the chicken is. It's almost beautifully cooked. We've got oh, look at that caramelization on that. And I'm going to be adding just a little bit, like a quarter of a teaspoon of oil in this, just to give it like a beautiful sheen to it. Next, we're going to blend this off into it. And here we go. My chicken breast is almost cooked. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this out, putting it on the side over here, letting it rest. Now a very, very important thing what we people don't do, we don't let the meat rest. So what I'm going to be doing is now, just in this same pan, I don't want any of these flavors to get lost. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil into this. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be blanching some lovely green beans, okay, into this. Some nice green beans to be sauteed. We have some onion rings left. We have some radishes in this as well. So why you want to waste this? These taste very, very good when they are sauteed. So some onions and radishes as well in this. Nice. A little bit of salt. So we're going to be adding some chopped ginger. Okay, that's another ingredient which is a great aphrodisiac. So you have ginger and you have garlic as well. So we've got a nice stir-fried greens with onions, some radishes, thoda sa ginger bhi dala hai, some black olives, some nice color, some nice taste, good flavor, very good taste, very sexy, great. And then I've got some tomatoes over here. So tomatoes, what I'm going to do, I'm literally going to just take one part of the tomato, cut this out, remove the pulp, take it away, okay, and then I'm going to take this tomato and cut it into thin strips. So we call these, in chef's terminology, tomato fingers, huh? Because they look like fingers, don't they? So tomato fingers, black olives, green beans, and you got a beautiful dish out here. Very simple. So green beans, tomatoes, everything done. Puree done, chicken is cooked, which means it's time to plate up our second dish. So we've got a corn puree ready into this. So our corn puree can easily go into our plate first. So we have our beautiful lush corn puree. Onto that we've got our green beans. So I can even slice my chicken. Okay, so you've literally got a nice heart, a heart-shaped chicken over here. You've got some green beans. If you want, agar, you can even slice the chicken breast if you like. So we've got your nice, lush, sexy corn puree in here. Look at that. It looks absolutely marvelous. So we have our corn puree here. Next, we have our fabulous vegetables. Very important for your diet. So we have some beautiful green beans here with some olives, tomatoes. Wow, look at those colors. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Some nice sexy black olives over here, everywhere. And a bit of black, a bit of red. Black and red, very sensual, great colors, great clothes, great moods, you know what I mean? Great. Next, we have the chicken breast, which I am going to literally put it over this. Wow, and look at that. Fabulous. You don't really have to go to a restaurant. Bring her home or bring him home or bring them home and have a blast. It's going to be a complete orgy of flavors, of colors, of friendship and great food. Now, let's have a little bit of romance on the plate. A little edible flowers, as we call them. You can buy them nowadays everywhere. They are available and a lot more people, chefs, etc. are using edible flowers now. A few more sprouts, which will go on top of this. And my pepper mustard chicken breast with corn puree and veggies, absolutely ready for you. Enjoy and let's get the party going.